Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 130 of Factorio with the Space Exploration mod, where we keep working on a new setup for Holmium. We have this old setup that we are replacing, and we are just still deciding a new setup for that. We basically got the Holmium processing by itself done, but now we need Cryonite and whatever this is called, processing up and running. Or a new design for it. At least I think so. We could just have a look at that. Because we need some for our Holmium. And we need some of this for space. So we need to make this for this setup. Whoops, not that one. I'm confused, sorry. This one. And just for one of these setups we need 21.4 per second, which is quite a lot. So if we just went for a full build with productivity and beacons. We don't need that many chemical plants, that's good. Plastic is fine, this is fine, everything is fine. These. We need not that much actually. So that is also pretty simple. And this stuff is all made from Cryonite stuff. Oh, dang it. Wrong. We need these. This comes from this comes from this. Okay. So a red belt of ore, just for a full belt of this. That is if we want to make this in an integrated setup. But we also need to export this, so that also needs to be a product. We could just turn up the amount we want of this to like 10. And then remember all of our modules. And the beacons. And that's still not too bad. Most of this, of course, is this part here. Could we maybe integrate this into the Holmium setup? Is this used for anything else? It is used later for Nakitite? Or whatever you call that. Which is worth it to consider. But at that point we could make a dedicated setup, maybe. If we need just 22, that's half of this, so we need 8 machines. I'm just going to see if it would be possible for us to fit that in up here. So this still needs to come down. These are product from our new potential setup. And these need to go out, and this needs to come down. Both of those need to go out. All 3 of these need to go out. So we do not have a lot of space to work with. I guess we would want these out here to output onto this belt. We need 2 solid inputs, 2 liquid inputs, so that is going to take quite a bit of space. So something like this, and maybe a shared belt of solid inputs? Yes. Then we would have 3 output belts running in here potentially. On both sides. So this is potentially possible. Input, output. This needs to be at the bottom, I guess, to be actually counted in. It is still going to be on this belt, so we won't have to change our logic with if we're allowed to input anything or anything like that, so that's good. I do think I want to do this. So 8 needed. I'm going to ignore this for now. And we can fit this however we want, really, so I'm going to ignore that as well. So we need some inputs here. You do plastic, you do Cryonite. We need beacon still, but we just have belts in the middle, so we can just underground those. Can't hit 3 machines with this, unfortunately. Or 4 machines, I guess. We need these machines to be closer to the middle if we want to hit both sides with 1 beacon. But we'll see if we can manage that. Then we can only really run 2 belts in here. And then we need the last one out here, I guess, which would be okay as well. So far so good. Did we cut power from this? Yes, we did. We cut all of the infinite stuff. We need some pipes. With fluids. Is this bad? Yes, it is. We just want steam. So I guess we should integrate steam into this. Because we don't want that on the bus, I don't think. Which is fine, we just need 1 boiler for that. No problem whatsoever. It's just 1 more pipe we need to run in. But we already have water coming in, so we could utilize that, I guess. Okay. We want this to move in. We want this stuff to potentially move with it. I'm just going to remove that for now, though. We also need the output to come with us. I'm just going to do that because maybe we want to go have this underground and this coming out past it or something. We could also just move this out 1 tile, I guess. Maybe that's better. That requires us to underground this, of course. Something like that, and then this coming out. So we have a belt here. And we have 2 belts in here. Oh, this can't be here anymore. Unless we move these further apart. This would be able to reach under 2 of them. So if we just move this part up slightly. Something like that. It should be fine. And then we can mirror some of this, but not all of it. I guess we will need to, well, first of all, move this down 1 tile. But we are going to need the undergrounds here to change a bit. I think, maybe not. These can be mirrored if we want to. Which would make the belts nice. But it changes what we have in the pipes. But maybe that's okay. So this still needs to go out. And we need it up here. Let's put some boilers in first. And this is why it gets a little bit ugly with mirrored pipes like that. But it wouldn't really be better anyway if we had the pipe in here instead. Wouldn't matter, never mind. So water would be on this line, no, not on this side, but on this side. So that's water in. We will figure out a way for that to go through here, but we might as well make this as long as possible. And then we will connect it later. Is that everything, or am I forgetting something? And have this here. Something like this, and these will maybe have to split out, but we'll see. Is that everything we need? Let's hope so. We need enough space to shift into belts, but we have that in here already. This is not anything it shouldn't. This can move there, this can move here. This can move out, this can go away, replaced by a belt in there. And this exactly doesn't reach that, and these can't stretch anymore. But we could just move it up there, move these up to match, and have an extra pipe there. That's already ugly. I don't care too much about that. This would still be coming in from the top. Power isn't passed through here. Also, we haven't got power on this side. Or on the top. Can't hit those. Okay, so far so good. These still need pipe on this side, of course. Let's just see this full thing running before we go with this build. Right? Yes, sounds good to me. So these are just Cryonite. This part works by itself. This needs water and our product from the top. Plenty of water. Then plastic and Cryonite. Copper plate. Why does this not match up? Because this is supposed to be here-ish? No, wait, what? Something like this, yes. No. In one tile. Let's move this up a bit then. Keep these lined up for my sanity. We need some... whatever this is called, pyroflux down here. And we could move this out to not be in the way. And why not just do that as early as possible? Good. We need this stuff to run. Why is it not running? Because of fluids. Also, I didn't actually make the pyroflux. We just need the sulfuric acid coming in here. Could maybe connect these, but I don't think I care. Oh, these need to be set as well. Yeah, and those are offset a little bit, but that's fine. Sulfuric acid. Good, and that should be everything we need. 21 of these per second, doesn't that look right? Just about. Oh, we need more modules though. I am pretty happy with this so far, if we can get all of these inputs to work at our actual base. But that should be possible. Good. Just keep everything as symmetrical as possible here. Whoops. Sort of want these to change, but that just messes everything up, so let's not. Are we good? We are crafting everything we need to be crafting, it seems. So we should be good. But why does it seem like this side is not getting as much stuff? We are running full speed down here, so maybe it just needs to catch up or something. Let's just double make sure that we have everything we need. So, one steam thingy. We have two, that's fine. We need 8 of these up here. We can see that we have those. 4 pulverizers, we have those. 19 chemical plants doing this stuff. We have 20. Good. 2 of those, we have those here. They don't get enough input, so it's not like they're too slow or anything. This is fine. These, we have the 8. They are all sped up. Then we have 10 of these. We need 9. I think I was just impatient. And this is probably the 1 ingot per second we're trying to make. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but... well, we can't make 2 big builds. And we can just duplicate this. Good. That means that we don't have to make this in another setup. We can just make this and export it and bring it in here. So they are separated from each other, basically. And we planned for 10 per second. Do we want to go higher, maybe? Is anything going to prevent that? We need more than a belt of input, but we're going to make a symmetrical setup anyway, so we will have 2 belts, I guess. Maybe we have 2 belts of this one for output then. That's too much. Still too much for 2 belts. $13. Can handle that. We can handle this, we can handle this. Everything should be good. We need heavy oil. Okay. We are just going to design this right away anyway, because we need it for this. So yeah. If we just start about the same length down. We need beacons in the middle, so we want an uneven amount of squares or tiles, and we want 2 belts of output. So how are we going to balance these belts? No, wait. I want to use loaders for the output here. Because we are outputting 2 per second without any productivity or speed. And that's quite a lot with speed. We're going to need 2 beacons. So we might as well just start here. Basically it's the same as we did over here, so that's nice that we have a little bit of consistency. Power. Inputs, of course. Whoops. Go away. Don't need that much in, really. I guess we will have to do this. Or we could just connect them at the ends, I guess, but... if we remove this, they are connected, yes. We get some sand out here. We need to filter that out at some point. But let's just try and remember. Before this, we want to balance. Or the outside like that. Oh, yeah, whatever you call that. Closer to the machines. No, away from the machine. The inside of the symmetric build, I guess. And then these are just put on the outside. So far, so good. Let's just check this. That'll also help me remember that we have sand in the system. Oh, but we have a problem here. Is it okay to have underground there? It should be okay that just half of this belt is available, I think. Because there's still 22 items per second and we don't produce that in one machine. Good. And we need to bring the our input up, so we also get some on the other side of this belt, obviously. And then I didn't consider that combined these is, well, they're more than 2 belts, sorry. So maybe we need to just get rid of the sand earlier. This belt is balanced sort of by itself. Not really though. But it's only half the belt anyway. Up here we have another similar belt. If we then filter here, it should be okay with the throughput. As at this point we just have 2 not full belts on each side. So 4 not full belts that are being filtered. Just need to see this not do that. Also we need modules, which, not those modules though. Either this will make it worse or better, I'm not actually sure which. Please remove. Thank you. Now it is actually bad that this has both sides of the belt. And that is part of the problem here. If we move this up here, we could not do that, never mind. Not really do this either, no. Oh, this needs to move. That's why I'm confused. Okay. But this will also be backed up, yes. So we need the same thing down there, it seems. But we don't have as much space, except if we move this up. And that down. Is that possible? No. You need to go further, you need to move up. You need to move up. All of these need to move in. Something like that. Then after a little bit, when the machines have emptied out, which they still... Oh, I did this wrong, sorry. Oh, I need to do something about our beacons again. could just move this up. Can't even do that. We need it here. Don't want to go up to 3 beacons just for this. That seems stupid. It must be possible. This is doing fine. This is not doing fine. If we remove this, we can move all of this upwards. To here if needed. Of course, these need to move as well then. And maybe we'll just want to combine our sand in the middle here, but we'll see about that later. But that means we can get rid of those. So now we need to use some of this for this step. Unless we are not sure that we fixed this. I didn't fix it. Okay. And let's just help a bit here. We're running at full speed-ish. We have actually 2 full builds, so we are making more than we need, and that's fine. Good. Let's have a look at the next step. 23 chemical plants. And let's just have an idea about, well, we can build out to this. But not on that. So we have quite a lot of space to work with. It's always nice. We get steam in and solids in. After this we have one more step where we again need to combine the first output with the second output. Well, when we get water out here, that's a little annoying, I guess. It's not really annoying, it's just one more thing to consider. Maybe we just do this here. How do we want to do this? We need most of this for these, and then we need about 1/4 of it for the next part of the setup. But maybe it's fine to just keep it here. We want long inserters or short? I don't know. By the way, 100 steam, is that easy enough for 1 boiler? Or 2 maybe? It's fine. Good. I'm just going to ignore that part. Also, let's hide those. So we need this. 12 machines on one side. For a total of 24. With modules. And with beacons in the middle. It's a little annoying to have these here, but I guess we will make do. Or we just swap the pipes and inserters. I think that just makes things a little easier here. So I don't really see a reason to use long-handled inserters here, but it's still what I'm doing for now. So this hits 4 now, that's better. I'm just going to keep it symmetrical with the pipes. So where do we want the output? Could potentially put it on the sand belt, but I don't really see a reason for that other than I had the belt and I was considering it. This doesn't hit everything. Why don't we just move things in here and replace these with these? So if output of this goes up here, or out over here, we could potentially at the end merge them with this. 21 plus 21 is less than a belt. So far, so good. It doesn't actually feel too bad yet. Oops, that's too many. Yes. Get rid of 4. 12. Good. Then a boiler. We need this to be prioritized. We need a pump for that or something. And something to store. Wasn't there a pipe in space that we could measure? Maybe not. What's this? Supercharger. Okay. Late game robot stuff. So we don't have a single tile thing that we can measure. It's not possible to read from a pump, right? I just don't want to have to put a full storage tank in. Can only enable and disable this. And we do want to disable a pump up here. But we need to know if there's any water coming in from below. So we need the storage tank, I guess. Too bad. Water. This thing could potentially put this in the middle. This is going to be a little bit annoying in here anyway. And we need a pump in here somewhere, either there or there, that we can limit from this. I think it's just coming from out here and have the water out next to this belt. So if water less than just 1,000, we don't really need any water in here. Everything should be good. That should be all 12 machines covered by beacons. Yes. Power everything on both sides. Power this. Does that need to be beaconed? No. And then we have to try to mirror this. Can these be mirrored when they have a mirrorable recipe? Nope. Something like that. We still have our sand in here. We'll see how far we push this down later. Water coming in from there. Is that okay? Oh, we want water from this side as well then, I guess. Which is fine, we have a lot of space to work with, so I don't really care about taking unnecessary space. Okay, we need to test this out, basically. So, this part is fine. We have stuff available. We still need to get rid of this. We also, for now, want to get rid of this. Also, for now, want to get rid of excess of this. And then we need water in. And I'm just going to supply some water right here and remove it again. Build these up. And stop. And stop. We don't want these full. Steam. We need the recipe for. And we have Cryonite crystals. Good. One step closer. Then we just need the last step, I guess. Do we want to squash this right away? No. Let's go and get some work done first. So hopefully this is simple. 22, probably going to 24 machines. We can't do this in these machines, can we? Nope. I wish that would be fixed. Maybe I just need to update my mods. I don't actually know. I don't usually just update my mods all the way through a playthrough, because something might break. But at least, if we got this updated, now we only need probably 16 machines. And this is heavy oil, right? Not pyroflux. Yes. So water is still out here. This needs to be merged with these for input to these. Or something like that. Good. And we actually need Oh, this actually changed everything when we updated the industrial furnaces with more modules. We have 24 of these, we could cut 4 out. And cutting 4 out is pretty simple in this, so I am just going to do that. So now we have 18. Didn't we have 24 before? I cut out 6 apparently. What? Am I that blind? This is what we need. Here. Okay. I just prefer 20 to over 18, I guess. And now we need water in here again, but we are just going to put it up here for now. Water. Because then we're not going to risk overfilling the system. Good. We are working again with fewer machines. Modules in. We need beacons. If we are going to 16 machines, we would like to either hit 4 or 8, but we can't hit 8 with a beacon, so it's just every 4. So these will move, I guess, to make room for this in here. Something like that. We could just move these all the way down here, potentially. Yes. That seems nice. Can we have this here and still power the beacon? Yes. But that would mean we got 2 next to each other. Could we move it up 1 tile more? No. Exactly not possible. If we take this, put there. Just want these to be somewhat spaced out evenly. Okay. We get our input. We need more of this, so I don't really want to put in the heavy oil yet, because then we need to move it. But I guess we're pretty happy with this. We should maybe have our output. And we should route this through the thing as well. Is that 16? Yes. Then power out here. Still can't do that without overlapping these in a nice way. This is what I want, yes. I'm not wrong about that, right? If we start there, we move 1 tile down for that, 1 tile down for that, 1 tile down. I guess we could do this. It saves us like 2 power poles. And it's just not entirely as nice, in my opinion. And we'll need some there as well then. Okay. We needed our heavy oil coming in. Heavy oil. And we're working. Good. And still needs to go away. These are stopping here. We don't need those for anything else, right? Crystal... no. Good. Dang it. Getting 13 of those per second now. Let's just repin this. This is not part of our build, and we need to squish things together. These line up nicely without even trying. But that's not how it's going to look in the actual build anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Pretty good. Squash time, I guess. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.